Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. It's quite late in the day, I'm afraid. I was going to do a Sunday night video, and then things got in the way, and then I just decided to do one tonight instead. So, hello, welcome. My name is Faye, and this is my channel, Fairy Floss. I noticed I've got quite a few new subscribers this week again, which is absolutely lovely to see. So, if you are new to the channel, then welcome, hello. Come on in, come grab yourself a drink. Maybe just an espresso tonight because it might be quite a short video, but I'm really happy to see you. And for those of you that have been joining me on a weekly basis since I've been doing this, then it's lovely to have you back. It's so great that you pop in, you see what I'm doing, we share ideas, and I love the FlossTube community. I've made so many friends from doing this, both on YouTube and through Instagram as well. So I haven't got a great deal to show you today. Last week was my first full week back at work. It was a very busy week. I spent a lot of time in the lateral testing lab, and I spent a lot of time trying to sort my library out after not being in there for, well, was it 3 months, I think it was. So yeah, it was busy. So by the time I got home every night, I wasn't really up to too much stitching or crafting, if I'm honest. It was just a case of getting home really, and just dealing with what I could do when I did get home. But I still have some great things to show you. So don't be put off. Don't switch off now. Like the best is yet to come. So my big achievement this week was I became quite monogamous, and I managed to finish something. And I think, if I'm honest, I didn't pick up any stitching till probably about Wednesday or Thursday last week, just because everything was so hectic. But then I I continued with my Spanish lady, the flamenco dancer, and just ploughed on with her, bashed out all that half stitch in beige, which I've been showing on my Instagram as well. And yesterday, oh no, Saturday it was, I finished her, and here she is. I think she's gorgeous. I need a name for her still. If you've got any thoughts about a name for her, then please pop them in the comments below. Um, but oh, I love her. I hope you can see her. If this isn't a very good shot, then please go on my Instagram because I have took some nice pictures on there of her. You can't really see the detail, I don't think, on the camera. But yeah, that back stitch there was pretty savage. Getting all her little fingers in and her wrist. I haven't done too bad a job actually, I don't think. And she was lovely to finish off with that back stitch. So there she is. I'm so pleased to have finished her. I've got a really nice frame to put her into. One thing I'm a bit concerned about is she was a charity shop fine, and if I'm honest, the pros of that were that she was very cheap. I think she was either £2 or £3, but the materials that she came with, the thread, the floss, which it was DMC, it was all kitted up, but it was just so tangled and knotted, and I don't know, it just seemed like it might have been a little bit tired, a little bit old, so it was really hard to work with. Like, I was constantly undoing knots at the back of my stitching, which is why I think it's took me so long. It's why I've picked it up and put it down quite a lot as well. I had the intentions, I thought, oh, it's quite a small piece, I'll finish this within January, but I was getting so frustrated by having to knot it and unknot it all the time, that I just had to keep putting it down for a week, having a week off, and picking it back up again, and so forth. So that was my little issue with her, but in hindsight, maybe I should have replaced some of the threads as I was going along, but at the same time, she's my rescue project. I got her from a charity shop. She looked a bit unloved in the corner. I think, yeah, I paid about £2, I think, for her. So she's come up really nicely considering. So I am a bit concerned about ironing her. Because I don't want like all the thread to fall out or anything. So I'm gonna lightly iron her, but to be honest, if those creases end up not coming out very well, by the time she's framed, I don't think you'll notice it as much anyway. And I'd rather just keep it a little bit creased and have a story behind it than totally destroy it to bits with an iron. So yeah, that's. I might try and get her framed for next week. It'd be nice to frame her up. Because like I said, I've got the frame ready for her. So yeah, that was my finish of the week. So it's a big finish. It's really nice because now I can get started on some other project and get finishing off some other projects as well. So that was all my stitching. I didn't even pick up any smalls this week. I did have plans, but I just wanted to get her done. I was just adamant that my lady was getting finished this week. So other crafting I did. Let me just put my lady out of the way because the last thing I want to do is get her all discombobulated now. I did a tiddly bit more of my blankets. So I've got through 3, 4. I've got through the 5th row of flowers now. I'm just above the 5th row. Oh, let me straighten it. So yeah, we're making progress on that. So if I'm honest, I do enjoy knitting, but just knitting this one big blanket, I am losing a bit of energy with it. It was fun at first when I was watching all the colours change, but now I'm a bit like, oh, I've still got all this wool left, and I've still got this blanket to finish. And now my goddaughter's been born, it really does need finishing. So I am going to plough on because it does need finishing. But after that, I've been speaking to Amy from Great Cool Stitchery, and she's been making these amazing toys. And she said the reason she enjoys the toys is because every bit is so quick. Like an arm doesn't take long to do, then a leg doesn't take long to do. So I'm going to look at some simple toy patterns and maybe attempt to make some kind of toy. But this is my priority. This is where I have to keep going because it is for somebody, and I don't want my goddaughter to receive this on her 18th birthday for her own child, really. So, yeah, I shall keep going. And then yesterday, after I put my stitching down, or actually on Saturday, we went for a really, really lovely walk around the local area, and we found a quiet patch. So I like going bird watching. I don't know if I've spoken about that on my channel, but I am a bird watcher. But if you go to the parks in London at the moment, they are so full, then you don't get to see a lot of the nature around you that you can normally see this time of year because everybody is walking in the parks because it's the only thing we're allowed to do. So wildlife has disappeared during normal time, unless you get up at like 5 a.m. to go out, which I don't. The wildlife has vanished. But I was so lucky on Saturday to go past a bush and see a couple of long-tailed tits, and then a little wren started chirping and went down to his little nest. So when I got home, I was a bit like, oh, I want to draw them now. I want to get my paints out. So I did. I had a little go at drawing them and then painting them. So that is my long-tailed tit and that is my wren. So I really enjoyed doing them. I have got a long way to go with my painting, I know that. It really, really doesn't come naturally to me, but I really enjoy the process. I love mixing the colours. I love learning about colour and just trying to get the shapes right and trying to paint what I've seen as well. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed doing those. So yeah, here's my birds of the week. So I'm sure I'll be doing more birds because I do enjoy drawing and painting and watching birds. So that is my thing, really, birds. I just adore them. And at the moment, I'm really missing them as well. Because it's quite hard to get out during this lockdown because we're not supposed to travel very far. And I'd really like to go into the centre of London and go around the parks, but I think we have to wait for lockdown to drop again, really, before I can get that far. So I might take my camera out this weekend maybe and go hunting for more birds, but we shall see. I always feel a bit uncomfortable taking camera equipment out because I feel like then I'm not on an exercise walk. I'm on a activity that I might get in trouble for. So I don't know. It makes me feel a bit weird. So I don't know if you get what I'm on about, but that's what I'm saying. So that is my arts and crafts for the week. So actually, 3 different crafts. So it's not too bad. I know there wasn't loads of stitching, and this is a FlossTube channel, but I do tell you that I am not just a cross stitcher. I do like to dabble in lots of other things as well. I'm going to go completely off subject now. And somebody on one of my videos left a comment below asking what these flags are up here. So I will respond to that comment. But if you're watching, these flags we made about, I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago for the Eurovision Song Contest. Because we don't buy stuff, we just make usually. And we made some original flags about 6 or 7 years ago for the Eurovision, and in the end they got a bit wilted and they fell down. And then because we had a Eurovision party about, I want to say about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, we made some more. So we painted all the different flags up, and somebody was asking me where they're from. I feel that we've got Germany up there, but that's as good as I get with my flags at the moment. I think I can't even see them through here. They might not even be European, some of them. We might have just got a bit carried away in the flag book and just found the pretty ones. Do feel free to name my flags from left to right to me in the comments below if that's your kind of thing. But yeah, they were something we made for the Eurovision Song Contest a few years ago, and we like them so much we've kept them up, and there they stay. So there you go. I put this up for Valentine's Day. I didn't make that, I got it from a hippie shop, and that stayed up as well because we quite like it. So there you go, that's our flags. So that is all my crafts. Haul, no, I have no haul because I bought all my stuff the other week, and I've been spending all my money on uni books this week, so I could give you a tour of uni books, but I don't think you'd want to see that. But what I did manage to pick up from a shop, I honestly cannot remember where I bought this from, possibly Morrison's, is Take a Break makes the spring edition. Now, I've had a flick through. There's sadly no cross stitching in here, but there is, oh, what's it called? There's another type of stitching that's becoming quite fashionable at the moment. And I bet I can't see it now, I want to see it. Oh, barred yellow needle points. That's it. I think that's how you say it, barred yellow. And you can make, like, goes over 2 pages. You can make this really cute needlepoint plant pot, which is nice. But there are other nice things in here as well. There's a lot of upcycling. Although I found with upcycling, I've never got the stuff that actually needs to be upcycled in the first place. You end up going out to buy stuff to upcycle, so that totally defeats the object of it. There's lots of paper craft in here, like paper leaf garlands, not gardens. See what I mean? There's like a retro coffee table. Now, I don't have a coffee table lying around spare, but it'd be nice if I did. Is there anything else worth showing you? Oh, tie-dye bedding. That sounds fun. That sounds nice and 70s. So yeah, I picked it up. There's some few nice little projects in here that I may try. But what I did notice about some of the things in it, like I said, is it costs quite a bit of money to get all the stuff in the first place just for a one-off craft. So I'm going to see what there is and try and be a bit savvy with it and just make it up as I go along, I think, to be honest. So there you go. That is my exciting haul. That is it. Will I have stuff to show you next week haul-wise? Oh, I've ordered a couple of things. So yeah, I'll have a couple of things to show you. And that's the problem. Now I'm back at work, I've lost about 2.5 hours of crafting time every day. which is so sad. But I guess on the plus side, that means that I am reading on the bus again. I did find it really, I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but last year during the first lockdown, I found it really hard to read and focus on books. And that's a bit stressful actually when you're trying to study a literature degree as well. But I have just finished on the bus Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Last year I binged watched the whole series, um, which was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. And I was chatting to Amy from Gracie Cool's Stitchery, and she sent me loads of pictures because she's been up to the places where they filmed it, and it looks so amazing. I would love to go up and see where they filmed Outlander. If you've not seen Outlander, it is on Amazon. Is it on Amazon Prime? I think it's on Amazon. I'm not sure. It's on one of the channels, downloady things anyway. And it's just such a great program, so it's well worth watch. So yeah, that's what I've just finished. So maybe I'll switch that 2.5 hours of crafting time into me sharing with you what I read on the buses, which is probably going to be children's books now for the next 6 months because I've got a dissertation to write. So it might not thrill you, I'm not sure. So what I can also tell you, it is Gracie calls Stitchery. I think I've mentioned her about 40 times now in this video. Hi Amy, you're very loved on this channel. Has just done her third interview with a cross stitcher with Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, and it is a really nice interview. I love her little interview series. If you haven't seen the first one, I did the first one, then Natalie Love It, Live It, Make It Yours did the second one, and now Jen's done the third one. And I know she's got some really lovely people lined up for the next few as well, and it's so nice watching people. Oh, it was nice when I did the interview, just sharing ideas and chatting about stitching, especially when we're in this kind of isolated little world at the moment where we can't go and see each other. And because me and Amy were meant to be meeting at the knitting and stitching show in October at Ali Pally, and it all got cancelled, so fingers crossed this year it will go ahead and we will get to see each other. I've also been following some new stitching FlossTube channels, and to the life of me, I did not write it down because that would have been way too organised for me. So I'm just going to find it now and tell you who it is. Oh, CLU High Heel Stitcher. I've been watching. She's fantastic. She's just got a new video out that I need to go off and watch. Also, Do All the Crafts has got about 3 or 4 floss tubes out, but she also does a lot of reviews and things as well. And she's really, really good. She's American, and yeah, she covers lots of different crafts as well, which I find really cool. And also Hannah from Lily and Hyssop. I say I put things in the comments below and then I forget because it takes so long to upload my videos and I'm scared of things crashing. I don't do any copy and pasting while it's uploaded. So in the next couple of days I'll definitely be putting all these names down here. But yeah, it's Hannah from Lily and Hyssop. Hyssop spelled Hyssop, and she's on her second floss tube. And I've watched the first one. I've not caught up with the second one yet. And she's lovely. She does some really, really nice projects. So yeah, I've got a few new people that I've been watching. If you follow Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, Jen, on Instagram, she is great at promoting new floss tubers. So if you follow her and go on her stories, she often finds new people and shares them, which is really good because then I'm able to get onto those new people and see what they're up to. And was there another one? Was that it this week? And also give my bestie from the North, Stitchy Gem, a follow as well. She's absolutely fantastic. I think she's done 4. I don't know. She's done quite a few, and she stitches everything. She's like a non-stop stitcher. She's like things are fire. All she does is stitch, and she's amazing. She's doing everything at the moment. She's got like Hayes on the go, Mirabilia's on the go, and too many things. Too much for me. I'm a bit of a one-trick pony. Right, so because I have finished my little flamenco lady, that means I can start something new now. Ooh. Oh, actually, no, that's not what I was going to say. That's a naughty thing to say. I'm going to get another whip out. I'm going to work through my whips on a weekly basis and just keep plodding on at the things I've already started and try and free up some hoops and frames. So what I am going to do is hop onto Tiny Decisions. However, what I'm going to say is I need to carry on with the cat that I am stitching for the in-laws. I can't put any progress pictures of that on my Instagram because my mother-in-law has found my Instagram account. However, I don't think she's sussed out YouTube yet, so I'm not going to put any progress pictures on for that. I didn't pick it up this week, I'll be honest. So I'm going to spin my Tiny Decisions app, which has got Dewdrops, Funky Menagerie, Mini Chatelaine, Drive Through Brontes, Pandemic, and my Mirabilia, which is October, Opal Fairy. Now, I'm not going to count the Mirror and Drive Through if they come up. I'm going to respin. Because Drive Through just needs beading, which is a weekend jobby, and Mirabilia is a whole, get the whole thing out the bag jobby. So, let's spin and see where I end up, shall we? What whip shall I do today? Watch it land on one of the ones I don't want it to land on. Yep, told you so. It's landed on Drive Through, so I'm going to spin again. Let's see, what's it going to land on? Ooh. Mini Chatelaine. How bizarre, because Nadine from Nad's X Stitch the other day was messaging me saying, how's your mini chat coming along? And I was like, I've not picked it up for months. So it's coming out tomorrow. I'm going to get it out and I'm going to see where I'm up to and get a little bit done on it. Now, if you've not seen my mini chat, it's absolutely teeny tiny. It's really cute. I've done the frame of it and now I'm on to making these sheep, which are literally about that big. So thanks a lot, Tiny Decisions. That's what I'll be stressing over for the next few days. Alongside, I'm going to get some smalls out as well this week. I've got loads of magazine kits I want to do, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a mix of a week and try and get some more of that blanket done. Gracie calls Stitchery, I've mentioned you for the 890th time now. I might post you my blanket to finish because it's just taking me far too long. You won't mind, I know you won't mind. So, to say that I've only got one finished this week, I've still managed to talk for 23 minutes. So, if you are still here after all that time, then well done. You deserve a box of chocolates. So go to the shop and get some. If you enjoyed what you did see, please like and please subscribe. I think it's really cool that I'm getting many more subscribers now. And so many comments as well. Thank you for everyone that's commented. I didn't actually realise how many comments I was getting until I was on the bus tonight having a quick look. And I was like, oh my God, all these people. I've not messaged anybody back. So over the next couple of days, I'll be responding to your comments and making sure you do get a response from me. I've not forgotten you. I just didn't realise that I was getting so much going on down there. So I think that is all I have to share with you this week. Potentially I'll be back for a Sunday video, but sometimes it does flip over to Monday just because so many things go on at my weekends. So on that note, have a lovely week wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.